Hey, what's up guys? Steve here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something a bit different. Today we're in Roblox. There's a phrase I never thought I'd say on this channel. So we're trying out something different today, and this is a recommendation from my boy Jack. He has suggested that I try Stepford County Railway. So something I haven't done before. Didn't even know this game existed on Roblox until he pointed it out. But yeah, thought it was worth a go. So it's basically a railway simulator where you can do different jobs. So you not only have driving, you can do dispatching, as you can see here, and you can do passengers, driver, dispatcher, guard, and signaller. So today we'll be doing driver because that's the only thing we have open and available to us. And you can see at the top here, you've got loads of different operators. So you've got Connect, Express, Waterline, and Airlink. Most of these you need to gain higher grades for. I think Connect is probably the only one we can do today. Yeah, it looks like this is Connect. So we have a class 357. And then as you can see, all the different versions that you can do. We have two routes that we can select today, so that's Stepford Victoria to Airport Central and Stepford Victoria to Leighton City. Obviously we'll start at the top, as that's where we should always start, and then work our way through, hopefully gaining more points and being able to unlock new routes and stuff going forward. So let's click on Drive. You can see here where we start. So as I say, I think we start up at the top. So I think, yeah, we'll probably start at Beachley Sidings and then take a trip up to Stepford Victoria. So let's click on there. That's where we want to start, and hopefully it will load us in. There we go. So here you go, guys. You'll find us here at Stepford Victoria. We're just loading up our first set of passengers now. We will start to get announcements and stuff, so might not be talking all the way through this episode, as we're going to have to listen to some of the announcements as we go through. So graphic wise, yeah, not bad inside. Not the greatest of graphics, but you know, bearing in mind this is a Roblox game and not a simulator, it's pretty good. So alright, we've gained some points, we've shut the doors, we're heading on out of the station. I think we're about to get an announcement in the second, so I'll just be quiet for a moment.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. We will be calling at Financial Quarter, City Hospital, Stepford Central, Stepford East, St Helens Bridge, Bowden, Coxley, Benton, Benton Bridge, Stepford Airport Parkway, and Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Financial Quarter.
There we go. So we took a bit of a screenshot there as we were going over the bridge.
We will shortly be arriving at Financial Quarter. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
39. Stepford Connect. Service to Stepford Airport Central. Calling at City Hospital, Stepford Central, Stepford East, St Helens Bridge, Bowden, Coxley, Benton, Benton Bridge,
This
Stepford
is
Airport
Financial
Parkway,
Quarter.
and
This
Stepford
train is
Airport
for
Central.
Stepford Airport Central.
This train is formed of
The
4
next
coaches.
station is City Hospital.
Well, we have multiple amounts of announcers there. I think probably what we'll do for the rest of this episode is we'll probably mute them, just so that we can get some word in edgeways, because there's quite a lot of announcements as you come into each individual station. So we've stopped at our first one here, and then yeah, we're heading through to the City Hospital. We'll be picking up our next bunch of people, but yeah, as you see, you're gaining the points. We've got at the moment 45 points in the top there, and 2 experience points. So did do a bit of training before we started this episode, just to see how we were going to get on, make sure we didn't, you know, ruin anything or break anything. But yeah, I think it's not a game that I would normally have played. I have seen, since it was suggested, I have seen a couple of people on YouTube already playing this. So yeah, hopefully we can do it justice, and hopefully keep to time. We don't normally in our various different train games. So one thing I have noticed from all the different games on Roblox, or different obbies, or whatever you want to call them, is that there's a lot of bus, train and other bits and pieces on it. So there was a bus one that I found, which we might try in the future, that seemed to be quite useful. Couldn't quite get a route on it, so maybe a bit more practice on that one. But yeah, there's bearing in mind these are essentially free games. I mean, look at the sort of the effort that's gone into this, all the different detail and stuff like that is quite astounding that people have spent such an amount of time building, say, what is essentially a free to play. I know you can buy stuff, and I know you can use Robux and stuff to upgrade, but yeah, it looks pretty good, I think. We'll see how we get on in today's route. Obviously, if you enjoy it, we'll do some more.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Stepford Central. We will shortly be arriving at Stepford Central. Change here for services to Beachley, Stepford UFC, Whitefield and Willowfield.
Calling at
Please mind the
Stepford
gap
East,
between the
St
train
Helens
and the
Bridge,
platform.
Bowden, Coxley, Benton, Benton Bridge, Stepford Airport Parkway, and Stepford Airport Central. This train is formed of
This
4
is
coaches.
Stepford Central. This
The
train is
now
for
operates on
Stepford
platform
Airport Central.
15. Terminates
The
here.
next station is Stepford East.
Alright, there's another Airlink train coming in the background there. Yeah, I definitely think, as I say, we probably put far too many announcements on. There seems to be double announcements as it goes through. But yeah, I think we'll turn down the rest for this episode so that I could get a bit of a conversation going. But yeah, I think it's, as I say, quite enjoyed it so far, to be fair, and enjoyed the trainings that we've done. For those that caught last week's episode, so we've got some more episodes coming up of the road maintenance simulator that we did previously, and some more bus sim videos coming up very soon. We have got probably, well, we'll see how this one goes. Maybe a few episodes of this one coming up as well. It depends on how well you guys have enjoyed it. I have also managed to fix Fernbus. So we've got we've got 2 new DLCs in that one to do. We've got the check update, and also the new bus update, which for the love of me at the moment slips my mind as to the actual name of it. But yeah, we've got a new bus and a new area to start off with. So yeah, now we've managed to fix that, which pretty much involved me completely uninstalling the game and reinstalling it. So if there's anyone out there that's got the same issues I was, where Unreal Engine kept crashing, go to the TML forums. There's actually a to do, or like checklist to do to fix it, and it actually worked for me. As I say, it's now working back as it was before. So yeah, so got that to come up as well in the future. So yeah, so got loads of stuff coming out, as I say, with the new updates and the new maps and everything. So we're here now at Stepford East with few people getting on and off. There is actually, if you look there right in the distance, there's actually a dispatcher. You can just see his arm go up there. So there's a dispatcher here that's actually telling us to when to close the doors and when to leave, so you can wait. See, we're awaiting final dispatch, and then hopefully, there we go. So he lets go. So I say you'll find this sometimes at different stations, depending on who's playing and what they're doing. They will be dispatchers, and there will be guards and things like that are there to sort of send you on your way. Look, there's a shed there with loads of different trains in, and an Airlink, like an 8-car Airlink there as well. So yeah, there's lots of different variation. Obviously, there's loads of different people in these servers. I can't remember how many in total. I forgot to put the sort of like leaderboard on the right hand side up for this one. So yeah, there's lots of different people in it. As I say, you do get real people in it as well. I think I had one where there was actually passengers and stuff waiting on the actual platform for you to come in and sort of get on your train, and then get off again very, very quickly, depending on who and where they wanted to go. So let's try and keep the speed. We're just going over, coming into St Helens Bridge, which is just coming up here. So let's wait, so I haven't quite got the hang of where to stop. I know that these little signs here on the left, there's an S there, which kind of is suggesting where to stop, and depending on what carriages you've got, there's like a 4 and a 5 sometimes, depending on how long your train is. But yeah, as you can see, like, either side of the tracks, there's quite a lot amount of stuff that's been built into it. You can see sort of buildings and trees and stuff like that. So yeah, they've made very good effort. This particular one, from what I remember, was created by Charlie_RBX. So yeah, it's quite good. I think quite enjoyable routes. Obviously, quite a lot of stuff you need to do to get the higher levels and the better trains and the longer routes and things like that. I think this one's about a 17-minute route in total, and the next one I think is a 25-minute route. I think the next one which you got to open up. I think you need about 250 or 350 points to sort of get the next level up. Right, cool. So we're going down a little bit here. We've got the next one, which is Bodin. Or Bodin, I'm not sure how you want to pronounce that, which is the next step, which is coming up in about, what's that, probably 0.6 something of a mile. So as you can see from the timer just at the very bottom there, we are running behind. We're about 3.5 minutes behind schedule, which is pretty normal for us in terms of our timekeeping. I don't know if we'll be able to make any of that back up. We'll probably end up being extremely late, so we're not stopping at this station, so we're going straight through, so that's nice and easy. I don't have to worry about this particular station, and then back on the main line here. Right, cool, so about another 0.3 of a mile to go before the next stop. And yeah, I think we're just going back under the main sort of track here. Yep, so let's head on in, and then this should probably end up in the station for Bodin. We're probably about halfway through the route, I think. I'll try and drag up a timetable when we get to a place where we can stop and see how we're getting on. Cool, make sure we try and keep to speed limits. It looks like there's an express lane that goes through the middle, because that was like 125 mile an hour. This one's about maxed out, I think about 100, so alright, let's just get to the stop here, so that'll do there. Cool, there's people out. I don't think there's any guards or anything, or anyone that we need to worry about here. Doesn't look like it. Cool, so yeah, this almost looks like London in this particular part of the map, with all the townhouses and the blocks and everything like that. So I don't know where this is supposed to be built around. It doesn't say on the actual game itself where it's sort of supposed to be set in. Probably someone will tell me. Someone will probably know where it's supposed to be, but yeah, it looks very Londonish, or at least sort of outskirts of London in terms of its design. Cool, going under the building here. So yeah, this looks very reminiscent of a London line, or maybe a sort of East London line, maybe with the overhead power cables and stuff like that. I'm sure someone will tell me where this is supposed to be set, but here you go. You can see we're maxing it out now as we're heading on. So as I say, we are still running late. We're still over, what's that, nearly 4 minutes behind. Doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to be getting any closer. There's a level crossing there. Make sure there's nothing crossing. Yeah, it seems to be that we're constantly getting late rather than actually staying at 4 minutes late. I'll show how that works. Alright, cool. So here we go. Let's stop. Let's try and get this stop nailed down. There we go. Look at that. Almost. We're kind of pretty much on our points there. There you go. Look, there's the car stop. So yeah, we're pretty good there. There's another train sat in the side in there, which is the Stepford Connect train. And yeah, no one else by the looks of it at the train station. Cool. Let's wait for these the loading to happen. As you see, we're up to 70 points at the top. Oh, doors are closing, and then we should be able to head on. There we go. So again, another 5 points. So let's head on through. we can get, I think, yeah, we can get right the way back up to 100 again. So hopefully, as you can see, we caught a little bit of time up there. We went from being 4 minutes late to 3 minutes late. So yeah, we did manage to pick up a bit of time on there. We've got about a mile to go to the next stop, which is Benton. Cool. Not sure why we ended up on this little bit of track here, but it kind of took us around that way. Right, then under the tunnel, and then back out the other side, and about, what's this, 0.5 of a mile. So through this station, we're not stopping here. Need to slow down a bit. Just notice the change of speed there, and it goes down again to 45. So let's slow down again. There we go. Cool. There we go. There's a train in the siding on the left there, and next station's just coming up here at Benton.
Connolly, Greenslade, James Street, Leighton City.
Alright, perfect. So which platform do we go into? Doesn't actually really say. So let's see if it's going to take us left or right. Left. There we go. So got to remember to. Actually, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't tell you which side doors you need to open. It just open them, and it seems to miraculously pick which side of the train it's supposed to open. Right, cool. So let's find our stopping point, which is that's 2 cars, 3 and 4 cars, so 5 and 6. So let's just sort of stop somewhere around there. Perfect. Right, we go. There we go. Loading customers on and off, or passengers on and off. Sorry. Wait for this to load everyone on and off.
Stepford Airport Central. The next
Perfect.
station is Benton Bridge.
Right, so we'll sit here for a minute. As I say, I didn't see a dispatcher here, so right, cool. Here we go. Doors are closing, and then we're good to go. So Benton Bridge is the next one. And what are we on here? We're on, is that 30? Can't see the speedo in the bottom there. It's so small. Yeah, 30. So let's slow down just a little bit. Try and keep to the speed limit as we can. I don't know if it penalises you for speeding. I think it just... I don't think it does, actually. I can't remember. I haven't had a final end to these yet. So we'll have to see when we get to the end of this one. There's another depot here on the right. Quite a lot of trains sort of sat in there. A few more just further up here. Cool. So we go to 45 here. So there's nothing to mess around here. There's no, you know, obviously the cabin is quite bare. It's not like Train Sim World 2 where you've got, you know, blinds and stuff to worry about. Cool. So it looks like we're going over the bridge now or going over Benton Bridge. So let's have a watch of this as we go out. So up we go. You see there's boats and stuff in the area. There we go. There's the boats all ready to go into the harbour just behind us.
We will
But
shortly be
that's
arriving
little nice little detail as we go down. And then, yeah, we've got about 0.1 of a mile here to Benton. So let's start to slow down just a little bit. We're going to this side. That's good. And let's find our stopping point. So slow down just a little bit. So there we go. There's the S. Stop there. Good. People off. We are, what, 4.5 minutes behind according to this, so we'll see how quickly we can get on. There's me, happy and smiley in the cab. That kind of looks like me, but just a bit more Robloxy. So, yeah, it's trying to keep it something looking like me. Probably the closest most people will get to sort of knowing what I look like at the moment. Alright, cool, so let's head on through. Well, that's a tight little space there to go through, and then we're heading to Airport Parkway. So I think we've got 1 or 2 more stops before we go to it. So some sort of what we're talking, half a mile way off now. So good, we're getting 80, so we can pick up a bit more speed and head on through. There we go. So we've got 80. So let's remember to keep to that 80. Cool, so the Airport Parkway is coming up just here, just about 0.1 of a mile. Let's try and continue to stop on our marks, continue to get some points. So where's our little stopping point there? Okay, oh, maybe overshot just a little bit, but that's fine. We're good there. Yeah, just a little bit back, it's fine. So,
Stepford Airport Parkway.
okay, camera's got a bit janky here, so yeah, not too much on the outside, I guess, because it's sort of now in amongst brickwork. They didn't model the outside, but that's not a major problem. You're not going to see it out there. So, right, let's shut the doors. Perfect. There we go. Shut the doors, and then let's head on in. As I say, I think this is probably the last but one stop. Yeah, there you go, Airport Central. So if I remember rightly, Airport Central was the last stop.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central.
Yeah, so yeah, Stepford Airport Central was our last stop. So yeah, almost there.
We will shortly be arriving at Stepford Airport Central. Change here for services to Leighton Stepford Road, Airport Terminal 2 and Airport Terminal 3. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change, please.
There we go. As if by magic, we're now at our final destination of Airport Central. So let's just stop before we ram into the buffers. There we go. Let's let everyone off. Oh, hang on. Please continue until the train is close to the buffers. Oh, we're too far away. We didn't quite get close enough. That'll do. There we go. Perfect. So,
this is Stepford Airport Central. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us today.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So yeah, so that's the end of today's route. So let's let everyone off, and then we'll see how we got on. Here we go. So there's all our points. As you can see, we gained 65 points and 12 experience points for that route. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything. Let's continue. It will just, I think, flip us around, ready for the departure. There we go. Perfect. So I think that's a great place to leave today's episode. So obviously something a bit different, a bit more fun, a bit different with Roblox rather than something a bit more simulator and serious. But guys, I think I've enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. As always, if you have liked the episode, please don't hesitate to smash that like button. And if you aren't already subscribed to the channel and you've enjoyed what you watch or want to see the next episodes or something else that we've got on the channel, then don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that you can be updated when new episodes come out. And as always, guys, if there's any questions, queries, comments or suggestions for future episodes or videos or whatever, then please don't hesitate to put those in the comment section down below. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care. Bye.